I'm Brad Hughes. I was a patient here in Johnston-Willis Hospital in March of 2014. It was a normal shift work day, normal 3 to 11 day. I was working off Midlothian Turnpike and I had just finished assisting one of the Chesterfield police officers on a traffic stop. And the call came out for a traffic accident with injuries. And when dispatch came back across, they said they were unable to send any more units. Well, the unit that was responding to the call was the same unit I had backed on the traffic stop. I went up there to assist him. At that point in time, I had stopped traffic on the westbound lane. I stepped out of my vehicle and went to go to the back of my truck to get my flares and etc. when I heard a loud crash, and then my partner, which was the gentleman that I had assisted, yelled out, "Watch out, Brad." And before I knew it, within less than 15 feet was a Chevy truck coming towards me. So I jumped as high as I could. And at that point in time, he swept me under his truck, and the truck just dragged me and it stopped. Didn't realize how bad the injuries were because the bumper was resting on my back until they released the bumper off my back and saw a pool of blood coming up. And they noticed that the right leg was gone and the left leg was deformed. Time was of the essence because of the fact I had lost so much blood. The great thing was, it was the members and the crews that were on scene and how quickly they reacted to the situation at hand. The firefighters, the EMTs, everybody worked together real quickly to get me here in 6 minutes. As soon as I got here, the staff, for the medical staff here, was waiting for me at the front door and knew exactly what to do as soon as I came in. I heard the doctor say at one point, he says, "I'm going to try my best to save your other leg." Well, at that point in time, I didn't know that the right leg was already gone. I had an idea, but I wasn't fully alert of it. But when he said, "I'm going to try my best to save your other leg," I told him, "Don't worry about it. Just save my life." And I went straight to the OR. And after that, I ended up in the critical care unit. And that's when I came to. And the nurse walked in and asked me, she said, "Do you know exactly what happened?" I told her yes. And I had a tube down my throat, so I couldn't really talk. So the only thing I told her was 2 and cut. And she was like, "Yeah, you lost both your legs." I knew it was going to be a life-altering change for me, but my main concern was my wife and my daughter. I was so independent, and now I had to worry about somebody doing this for me and doing that for me. And, you know, as a 16, 17-year-old girl, you want to go out and you want to do things, but before you can do all that, you got to make sure your daddy's taken care of. We've always had a strong bond, but since the accident, that's my sidekick. And with it being her senior year, it's rough. It really is, because I missed out on a lot because I was always working. But now that I'm not, I'm able to see her grow and just see the changes that happened with her. And just enjoy life in general. I learned so much how much life means to me and means to my family. Though I would love to have my legs back, I love the situation I'm in now. I was here for a little over a month and a half, and it was awesome. You always hear about the negative side about hospitalization and the way people are treated and etc. That was not the case here. Everybody who was here was so understanding and so caring. I was already a strong person, but they took me and made me stronger. When I would say no, they would say, "You can." And they didn't say you got to. They said you can. If it had to been for their strength and their ability to push me forward, I would have gave up. But I didn't, because they didn't allow it. And I applaud them for everything they've done. Dr. Rose did an outstanding job. And just everybody in general who came to see me afterwards. It was every day I saw a different doctor, but each one of those doctors were the ones who saved my life.